Steve, hi. How do you feel after the game? It was obviously a game of two halves.
Yeah, I think you're right. Also, a game of the first half, I thought Israel started the game very well, very well. But we did to dig in as we approached half time. I could see us getting to half time 0-0. Obviously, conceded we a decent shot for distance was disappointing. The changes that the tweaking the system at half time seemed to help the second half, and a much better second half.
Yeah, it caused plenty threats in the second half. Are you a bit frustrated though that you didn't test off your Marciano a bit more regularly?
We had one or two threats in the first half, and we, as a team at the moment, we're still growing. We're still trying to get better. I think we tend to get into good positions on the pitch and maybe like just a little bit of quality in the final pass or the final finish execution of the play, but something that we can keep working on.
The obviously 2 points dropped, but it's unbeaten at the start of the group. How do you feel after the first two games? Does it feel as though it's 2 points dropped, or does it feel as though this is an important point gained, having come from behind again?
I don't know. I can't look into the future. I don't know if it's 2 good points or from the first two games, or whether we've dropped 4 points. It's going to be costly. So it's very difficult to tell.
History tells us that if you drop points to the 4 seeds, that you're going to have to try and make it up against one of the top seeds. Does it feel that way just now? You'll have to go and compensate for that at some point later in the group?
I don't know. Listen, everyone talks about Israel 4 seeds, but Israel are a good team, and they've proved that against Scotland over the recent run of games. We've played a lot against them. There's never anything in the game. We actually said that when I spoke with the Israeli coach after the game, how close the games are. So we just have to keep doing what we have to do. We have to pick up the points as and when we can. We're unbeaten. 2 points. I don't know if 2 points is good or bad. But you're asking me to predict the future. No, I'm afraid I can't do that.
Steve, given after the Austria game, you said that you'd hoping for a quicker start in the next game. You feel you didn't get that tonight, and what would you put that down to?
A good start for the Israeli team. Really good on the front foot. Bright, inventive. Put us under a little bit of pressure. Pressed as well. We didn't handle the press very well. So credit the opposition. Like I said, eventually we managed to get a modicum of control in the game. I wouldn't say we had a great control in the game, but we managed to get a little control in the game, approaching half time. And the changes we made at half time made us a better team in the second half. From being 1-0 down, international football is difficult. The last time we went 1-0 down just before half time in November, we lost the game. So we managed to get something out of the game this time. So we'll take that as a positive and move on.
Steve, what did you like more in that second half after the change of shape?
What did I like more?
In terms of what did you see more from your players that you got in the second half than you did in the first?
Well, we had a better control of the game. We controlled the game better. We passed the ball better. We found good positions on the pitch. And like I said, we a little bit more quality in and around the final third. We might just have managed to get 2 goals, but not to be.
Sorry, can I just ask Scottish media, if you're asking a question, can you please identify yourself first? We can't see a monitor here.
Sorry, Steve. Andrew McLean, Radio Clyde here. A positive in Shea Adams' performance as well, his first start for Scotland.
Yeah, it's good for Shea to get his start. He did well for the goal. He'd a little bit disappointed he didn't get on the score sheet himself. He had 1 or 2 half opportunities to get a shot away and couldn't quite manage to do it. But I thought he led the line well. Made the change at the end just to try and freshen up, get fresh legs on the pitch. But no, Shea did well.
Steve, it's Robert Grieve here from The Sun. Appreciate you saying, Steve, that you can't really look into the future, but would you concede tonight that not winning this game is kind of putting us behind the black ball a wee bit in terms of qualification?
No, because I don't know what's going to happen in the fixtures coming up.
You think
I know we've got the Faroes midweek. If we beat the Faroes midweek, which we have to look to do. We have to play well. We have to respect the opposition because they're nobody's mugs. Every game at international level now is difficult. Spain scored in the 93rd minute to beat Georgia. Malta drew away at in Slovakia. Luxembourg beat the Republic of Ireland. So there are no easy games in international football anymore. So we have to respect the opposition. If we get 3 points, 5 points at the end of the week. Austria play Denmark. So Austria or Denmark or both are going to drop points this week. So let's see what happens.
You think it's still alive?
Let's see what happens.
Is the biggest star in the Israeli team. They had a very poor game. Was it something special you guys did against him?
Listen, Zahavi's a top quality player. Sometimes when you're a striker, the chances, the shots at goal don't quite go the way you want to go. But you know, with someone like Zahavi, he's always going to be there for the next shot because he's a striker, and that's why he scores so many goals. He doesn't mind if he misses because he knows eventually he's going to score goals.
Steve, Robert Grieve again. I mean, no one's done more for us than David Marshall. Is he disappointed with the goal? You think? Does he think he could have done better with it?
I haven't spoke to David yet, so we'll go away. Listen, we go away. We analyse the game. So we stay here overnight. Fly back tomorrow. We'll try and get a little analysis of the game on the flight. It's a long flight, so we've got plenty of time to analyse the game. But I haven't spoken to David yet. Obviously, I've got the media commitments to come and speak to you guys.
Just a couple more questions from the Scottish media. No.
Anybody?
Any from the Israeli?
Anybody in the room?
Hello there. Perfect. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, guys.
Take care.